Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Cindy here from clbcraftcreations.blogspot.com with a new project for you. And today I am actually giving a sneak peek of one of the new stamp sets in the Occasions catalog that starts January 6th. This is our new catalog. Again, it's available January 6th. And again, this is a sneak peek of the sophisticated Serifs alphabet stamp set, and it is photopolymer, so you can see through it. And I love thank you cards. I love personalized cards. These are great gifts for teachers, for neighbors. Really, I mean, a wedding, so you can give it to the bride and groom with their name on it if it'll fit. But I think that these are fun and very elegant. I think could be very masculine or feminine depending on your colors and how you embellish them. But this is a very basic monogrammed note card. It's actually, this one's blank inside. I'm going to change it up a little bit. This one had some gold embossing, and it's a little crooked. I don't know if you can tell. But the hardest part is actually lining up the frame to make sure that it's straight, because it is actually not solid. So you have to line it up, and I was just messing around and I wasn't really paying that close of attention. However, I still think it's a nice card, a nice note card, and those are my initials. So what I've also done is I gold embossed a piece of Whisper White behind that before I put it onto the cherry cobbler paper. So it's an option if you want to match your embossing with the your liner piece, but you don't have that paper, or if you want it to be shiny, like this is shiny. So I could have easily used gold foil as well as with this, but I didn't have any gold foil. So today's card, we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm still using the same monogram, and we'll see if we can get the frame lined up properly. But my base is going to be a Whisper White instead of a cherry cobbler. So my piece here is actually smaller than normal, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, I believe. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 3/4 by 3. 1, 2, 3.5. Actually, 3.5. Okay, so to start, I went ahead and already mounted all of my letters and stuff. So what I did is I used my grid mat and I lined them up and then picked them up onto my blocks. So just make sure you can use your Stampin'-Up for this, but because I've already actually lined them up on my mat, I don't actually need to use my Stampin'-Up, and I had put some adhesive on the back here. The one thing that I think is really important is making sure that your paper is cut straight and you have it lined up properly on your mat, so that when you go to stamp, that it's straight on. So I'm going to use cherry cobbler, and I'm going to start with the B. There is certainly a science to this if you wanted to be very precise. Typically I probably would if I was making these as a gift, or if I was going to try and sell them. But for today's purposes, I'm going to eyeball the center of my card. So it's just to demonstrate the stamps. So I did have my paper lined up on the grid mat. Okay, so there's my B. That's my center point. And again, like I said, I had these already mounted, so when I go to put these on there, they're already going to line up the way that I want them on my card. So I'm going to do black, or the Memento Tuxedo black, for these letters. Again, you can use whichever color combinations you want. I think that's what makes this so fun, is that there's really endless choices here. I'm going to ink up my stamp here, and unfortunately it looks like my Memento pad needs to be re-inked. So hopefully I'll get a nice solid image on this. Okay, so then I'm just going to line these up the best I can. And if you want to put, because these are photopolymer, if you want to put something cushiony underneath, that's fine, but I don't think it actually needs it. So there you go. And that is perfectly lined up in my opinion for my purposes. Now, if you want to do the frame around it, you can. I'm not quite sure if I want to put the frame around it or not. I guess I could try. So we'll go ahead and use cherry cobbler. We're experimenting together here. I'm not sure that I like the Memento Black with the cherry cobbler. I think maybe if I had gold embossed something, maybe if I had gold embossed the B, and then I could have done cherry cobbler for the other initials. Now this is very difficult for me to see. I'm going to just try my best to line it up and then straight down. Hopefully that was centered and lined up. Whoops. Actually, that looks pretty good. So now I don't know if you can see, right? These pieces here are, they can tend to get a little out of alignment. So when I put it on my block, I lined it up on my grid mat, and then my blocks have lines on them, so I just made sure to line them up on there. So I think that actually turned out pretty well. Again, there's endless combinations with this, so you can use whatever colors you want. So I used the cherry cobbler and the tuxedo black. I'm going to back this on a piece of cherry cobbler, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So I wanted to leave a larger mat on here. And I could even actually, since I've got the black, I could have even done a nice strip of basic black in there as well, just to kind of pull in the black. But it's, again, really endless. And then my Whisper White card piece, which is a standard 4 1/4 by, this one's actually 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. So it makes a standard A2. And then I'm just going to fold that up, and I'll get my snail, and this card will be, or this note card will be done. And this is really nice. I typically give, for my kids, I give their teachers, at the end of the year, I give them personalized note cards. And this is awesome because I just love the fact that I can personalize it with colors, with matting, you name it. I can personalize with their favorite colors, male or female. So, and then I'll just go ahead and attach this. And then that is done. I mean, I think this is a very masculine version. I think it's no nonsense. I think there's no frills, but if you're giving it to a man, it makes it a little easier for gift giving. This one steps it up a notch with the gold embossing. Again, very easy to do. You just, stamp everything, put it in the gold or whatever color embossing you want to do, and heat set it, and then bam, you're done. So I think there's certainly plenty of options. These are really nice as well. I hope that you enjoyed this sneak peek of the Sophisticated Serifs alphabet stamp set for monogramming. And make sure to stay tuned for upcoming projects, which will feature more of the products in the new Occasions catalog. I will, if you are not working with a demonstrator already and would like to receive a copy of the new catalog, please send me an email. My email will be in the description box below, and I would be more than happy to get out a set of the Occasions catalog, as well as the Sale-a-bration catalog that comes with it, that features the free product that you can receive for every $50 that you spend. So, again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the project. Please hit the like button, Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any video updates, and I would love to hear your comments. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the new, or which you hope to see in the Occasions catalog. Until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.